Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to Sandals and Beaches in 10 or special winter edition. My name is Lorna Richards and I will be your host. Joining us today, well, he's going to talk to us about Turks and Caicos, but he is somewhere on that beautiful island of Jamaica, is Jamie McAnally, and he is the Regional Managing Director for the Northern Caribbean and Curacao. What a long title. And the last time I spoke with Jamie in 2023, when he was actually on Sandals and Beaches in 10, he was the general manager at Beaches, Turks and Caicos. So he has definitely moved up. Congratulations. It couldn't have happened to a nicer person. We're so excited for this new position and so excited that you could take time out of, I know, your busy schedule to join us today. We're not going to have a lot of preamble because we have so much to talk about as it relates to the brand new Treasure Beach Village. But before we start, we have a fantastic video to share with you all to get the energy going and to get you excited and the appetites wet for what we have at Beaches, Turks and Caicos, and certainly the new Treasure Beach Village. So CJ, roll that fabulous footage. We're coming, we're coming. It's worth waiting for.
Listen, all good things are worth waiting
I
for.
know, definitely.
So,
And this is beautiful. This is beautiful.
so
So
let's
this is a great video.
yeah, let's try this again.
Let's go. And if we can't, then you know what? We move right along.
We build amazing things like this in the Caribbean for families to come here with smiles on their face, to allow people to connect and to reconnect with their families, their loved ones, and time together. That's all this is really about. And today is an incredible day. It is a commitment to the future of these islands, and I want to say thank you. We love this country. Welcome to Beaches, Turks and Caicos, Treasure Beach Village. One love.
Whoa, whoa, excited yet, everyone?
Yeah, yeah.
This is fabulous. Jamie, welcome, welcome, welcome to Sandals and
Well,
Beaches in 10. How
thank
are
you.
you? How are
I'm
you?
great. I'm great. How could I not be? I mean, what
Oh
a
my
what a
goodness.
fantastic Saturday that was. You could feel the energy coming through, I'm sure, to everybody about what that was like opening up the brand new Treasure Beach Village in Turks. It was fantastic.
Oh, so let's jump right into it. What's going on? What is this Treasure Beach Village all about? How many rooms? What's happening?
So obviously, outside of just it being the most amazing place on earth, it certainly joins and is a compliment to what is already, the world's best all-inclusive family resort, certainly in the Caribbean. And, Treasure Beach Village is our most luxurious village of all of the villages, and really is going to be setting a benchmark for actually the years ahead as we look to reimagine the entire resort over these next few years, and we get into some renovation projects and things like that we have. But this village, Lorna, as those that are on the call know, we have 55 room categories now, which I'm sure the travel advisors are really happy about,
I
that now
love
they
it.
have even more categories to memorize. But we'll update that fact sheet so you know. But we really, what we did was we took what has been the most desired amenities of of the Italian Village and of Key West Village, and we created all suites. So two-bedroom suites is really the entry level. It's our club level or concierge level category that is primarily in the village, and then from there we've got 22 more butler categories that then round out the 101 keys that we have. So from the two-bedroom family suites that have the bunk beds, what we added was a second bathroom into these suites. We added additional privacy for the adults, and then some magnificent balconies on every single one of these rooms that really, have views of what is the best beach in the world in Turks and Caicos. The Butler Suites, what can I say? You take that, you add a parlor, you add some kitchens, you add two-story suites in the guest room blocks that are there. And then probably some of the most desired accommodation are our 4-bedroom villas that look right out onto the water, that are ocean front, that sleep 10 people very comfortably, are now in Treasure Beach. So that takes our total villa count of 4-bedroom villas from 8 to 14. So for travel advisors that always have been telling us, listen, we need more villas. They're always in demand. They're always sold out. Now you've got 6 more that we can sell.
Yeah, definitely. And I remember we were down there a couple weeks ago before you opened. And one of the things I found so amazing was how large the balconies were. I mean, there's so much space. I mean, even within the suites themselves, so much room and all of that. But you know what? You're talking about the views, and every single one has its own ocean view. So that's a big plus with this village also. But I know you have some wow factors, some defining features. Can you tell me some of these defining features that you have?
Yeah, so what sets again Treasure Beach Village apart from all the rest is, and again, travel advisors are going to love this, and our guests are going to love this, is that in-room dining is included for every single one of those rooms. So the
Fantastic.
club levels all have in-room dining. It's 24 hours. Butlers, again, in-room dining as they have around the rest of the resort. So that's a beautiful feature. We were already seeing people that were on resort looking to upgrade into those suites so that they could just get, that in-room dining. And then we have brand new food concepts that are on the resort. So we have the very first, we call it Pinta Food Hall. So it's a food hall concept. We had 300 people that were there for dinner the other night. That just tells you how popular it is. We've added Asian cuisines. We've added Mexican cuisine that we didn't have in the resort. We've got Italian cuisine, and then we have Caribbean cuisine all inside the food hall. And then we have the latest and the newest Butch's Chop House, which is Butch's Chop House 2.0, if you were to ask anyone around the brand.
As a
Because
first to
we've
the beaches
added,
resort, yeah.
yeah, it's the first of the Beaches Resort, and we've got dry aged meat lockers in that restaurant. So just for those of you that are around the world that know, when you go in and you look, you go into a restaurant and you start looking at the dry age portion of any menu, you're probably talking anywhere from 50 to 80 to 100, depends on the restaurant, $100 in value that you're going to have that's included on the menu at Butch's Chop House. And then we have the very first cinema as well across the brand. We've got a 32-seat, our Starfish Cinema that's right there in the main lobby building. We're going to have 5 showings a day. We have multiple movies that we have access to. So we'll rotate our scheduling so that it fits all age categories, from the kids to, teens and tweens to certainly adults in the evenings, and really get to a point where we could actually do something with our weddings and our Epics photo shoot group that's on the resort, to where people could actually start to look at getting some packages and pay for those packages, that they'd be able to watch their own home movies at the resort before they depart. So we're working on that little component, but it is absolutely magnificent. You can see the pools in these videos, Lorna. There's
Yes.
3 pools that kind of tie together, including an infinity pool that is on the very front that faces that beautiful Grace Bay Beach.
I am speechless, and I'm never speechless. This is gorgeous. I hear you have some kind of swim up snow cone area. What is
We
that?
do. Yeah, we've got snow cones at the swim up pool bar. We open and Butch's, there's no age limit. So as I'm talking to travel advisors here, there was a couple of questions that came back if there was. So just so that everybody knows, we did not put an age limit on Butch's Chop House. So that is easy. That is easy to remember, if you will. And then the other thing that's come up here recently, again, obviously the feedback has been extremely positive. And some folks wondering how to get around. As you know, Lorna, you were here and you walked from probably Key West along the boardwalk over into Treasure Beach. It's about a 5 to maybe 7 minute walk, depending upon how many times you want to stop and look at that beautiful view on your way. But we also have the buses that run around the resort continuously, golf carts that run around the resort continuously. So getting around the resort, for those of you that haven't been to the resort before, know it's very easy to do, even though, it's spread out on about 105 acres.
Jamie, a question that I've been getting, people want to know. So if I'm staying in the Key West Village, and you kind of alluded to it, but we just have to make sure they know. Can I go over to Treasure Beach? Can I eat in at Butch's? Can I? Okay. Okay.
Absolutely. Yes, you can absolutely go over. So we are taking reservations at Butch's. But you just, again, what's made this resort so successful over the years is we haven't alienated or sectioned off parts of the resort, right? No matter where you're staying in the resort, you have access to all of the amenities. So again, vice versa, even if you're staying in Treasure Beach Village, but let's say you want to go and you want to have a beautiful, dining experience over in Sky and watch the sunset at night, you can do that. You want to get over to the water park. We did add a little water slide into the pool area at Treasure Beach. So there's a splash pad area and a small little water slide for the young ones. But you're certainly not limited to where you can go and where you can spend your day. And now with even more of that beautiful Grace Bay Beach available right in front of the resort, you can find a spot to relax, read a book, fall asleep, take a nap, jump in the ocean, or go up and hang by the pools, go by the pool bar, and again, as you said, have a snow cone with your daiquiri.
Yeah. With or without a little alcohol in it, eh?
That's
Whichever
right. That's right.
you want to take it. Oh my goodness. So with the addition of Treasure Beach, we now have what, 858 rooms at Beaches Turks?
So yeah, we're actually up to 759, or sorry, 859 is what we've got now. So just under 860 keys, with over 1,500 beds, because of the bunk beds and the pull-out sofas, the rooms that have 2 double beds in them. But I wanted to make sure the travel advisors knew that this past year, as of November, we actually did what we call bedrock. So it was a soft renovation and upgrade in all of the French Village rooms, in all of the Italian Village rooms. And then we also fully renovated our Seaside G1 suites, the 1-bedroom suites in the Caribbean Village. Those were all fully renovated. I mean, brand new floor plan, new tiles from the light fixture to the ceiling tile to the ground floor tile in the bathrooms, new tubs, showers, everything. So the resort continues not only with this village being now available to our beautiful guests, but also we're looking at all of the categories and all of the rooms, and we will be going through, again, continued transformation. And I say that, Lorna, to say that we were able to do that with hardly any interruption to the rest of the resort because we're so spread out. We can do these projects and isolate them so that it's really little to no impact on the guests.
Jamie, you have shared so much with us. Our travel advisors are beside themselves. They're so excited to come down and not only see Treasure Beach, but the entire Beaches, Turks and Caicos. Before we sign off, because we have been really going, but I know they wanted more and more of you. Can you leave me with some wow factors? Like, can we quickly go over the wow factors, like the cinema, stuff like that, and then before we close up.
Yeah, you know what? Again, I'm going to start with that beach as it is. There's no other beach in the world that's like that. And the waters, you can't tell me, you fly into Turks and Caicos and the turquoise waters set you off. But you can see from these fly-through videos right there, right now, that beach is right on the village. So you have this gorgeous sand. I mean, somebody told me today they thought that sand was baby powder when they first touched it with their feet, right? There's no grit in this sand. Yeah. And then you come into, this is an all new swim zone that we have that's put into this space. We're going to put another non-motorized water sports hut on that end of the beach so people can grab snorkel gear and head right out into that swim zone and look at the beautiful fish and everything that swim and live right out there in that beautiful water. But again, from the water park to the dining options, you have over 25 dining options now at Beaches, Turks and Caicos.
Yes.
So not only the food hall and Butch's, but we also put a brew coffee shop inside of the lobby area so you can get a coffee in the morning, or they say it's 12 o'clock somewhere all the time. We start serving alcohol. We put the booze out at 10 o'clock and you can relax and have a nice drink there by the lobby. And we have got fire pits right there off the lobby. So you could have a cocktail, sit by the fire, look over that infinity pool, see that beautiful night shot, and hang out right there at beautiful Treasure Beach Village.
And you know what? It shows that that entire resort is for everyone. Look at that. You're talking about sitting by the fire pit with a cocktail. That's so romantic. But then going out doing the Sesame Street stuff, we're doing the Pirates Island. We are, oh my goodness, we're beside ourselves. Jamie, thank you so much for taking time out. I know you're at a big GM's meeting, so just a mere fact that you could spend some time with us, we are very, very thankful and grateful. And I know our travel advisors are also. Give our love to all the fabulous GMs who are down there. You know, Canada loves them.
I certainly will. I certainly will. And please, you know, Derek Meany, fantastic general manager, the general manager at the resort. He and his team, you saw him leading the dancing there in the lobby. The energy of the team that we have there, you know, they're second to none. And so please make sure, reference those fact sheets. If you got people that are coming, send a note to Derek, send a note to Jaleesa, the sales manager. We'll make sure that we extend a warm welcome on your behalf and take good care of our mutual guests.
Fabulous team, and you have a fabulous team from Derek right down, Jaleesa, Tanya Swan, all of these amazing people are with you. So thank you again so much, so much. And to our travel advisors out there, thank you for joining us. I know you had a fabulous time listening to Jamie. I could listen to him forever. But before I come off, please remember that we have a limited time offer. We're working with Air Canada Vacation to give you this great offer. And for beaches, Turks, and Caicos, remember, book by March 20th of this year. You can save up to 700 Canadian dollars on the luxury level rooms and up to 900 Canadian dollars on the concierge and butler elite rooms and suites. Please reach out to your business development managers. They can talk you through this. They can give you more information on this limited time offer. And we're so looking forward to having all of you booking more beaches, Turks, and Caicos. So thank you again, Jamie, and thank you to our travel advisors for joining us. Join us again next week at 1 p.m. when we are going to have another edition of Sandals and Beaches in 10. And this time we are going to feature Sandals South Coast with our general manager, O'Brien Heron. And he's going to be here in our neck of the woods. So again, we look forward to that. Thank you again, Jamie. Thank you to everyone for joining in, and see you all soon. Have a great rest of the day. Bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye.